Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news regarding Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, and it is 11:31 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It has been 452 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update. Yes, I will repeat saying this just for archival purposes, even though we know that there's probably not going to be a new pass and a new update coming at any point in the future soon right now. That being said, we are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're live, feel free to ask me questions in the chat. As a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And yes, I still have to say it, I do not work for SharkMob. Hello everyone. Hello everyone in chat. Sigil, I'll be answering that question later. Hello everyone that's in here that just joined. Okay, we'll just jump right into it. Let's go. Transition! Right. So, this week, we're gonna start with the community votes. So, these are the voting results of the week. What we currently have right now is in terms of votes, we've got TDM maps Abandoned Mall, Red Light District, and Burning Church at 40% votes. So okay, people really wanted that one. Legendary weapons, very strong decision from the community to go with 55% votes with the hunting rifle, toggler, assault rifle, and Tommy gun. And yet again, Hand of Glory and Boots combo, name a more iconic duo at 40% votes. What I can say about that, hold on, I'm just gonna skip this part immediately, and we're gonna go through analysis of what's been going on here. So yeah, like I was saying here, in TDM, a Red Light District and Abandoned Mall are on a roll. They've been chosen back-to-back 2 weeks in a row. I don't think that any other map has had like that kind of chance with at least those two. Railway Station doesn't seem to be able to get enough steam going. They are on the 3 of 3 losing streak, and Graveyard is where things die. But its 5 out of 5 losing streak is very much alive. I have not been seeing. The week that Graveyard was put in the game and it was available, I have not played it. I have not seen it, and I have not seen it ever since. But I would very much like to play it in TDM, so if some people could choose it once in a while, that'd be great. Weapons! Finally, the sniper rifle is now back from its 4 out of 4 no, finally, like, the sniper rifle has not been chosen because it's been there all the time, every time that it's been available. That's 4 out of 4. Hunting rifle is finally in the game, and I can tell you, oof, it is making a huge difference. Whenever you see a golden hunting rifle, people are jumping on it. Like, just like, quick, I want to try it, absolutely. So I think it's good that it finally beat its losing streak out of 5 out of 5, and other weapons that are on constant losing streaks we have never seen them in the game ever since they've been put in the voting. The voting options have been there: the burst rifle, the pump shotgun, the 9-barrel, and unfortunately, the golden revo, which is, again, still baffles me that people aren't putting the golden revo in. Is it a strategy from the community because they know that there's some people that are extremely good with the revolver, that they're not putting the gold one in because, you know, they get destroyed? So maybe it's a strategy from the community. I don't know. And in terms of the choice of artifacts, well, the next one is going to be very interesting because let's talk about that. Here are the community vote options that we have this week. Let me put a link here. Yes, in terms of artifacts, we have the new Eye of Thorns that is added, and as predicted, they have forced the Eye of Thorns in every option now. Now the community is stuck with the choice. Will they choose between the boots, the book, or the Hand of Glory? Which one is going to be more important in the eyes of the community? Is it going to be movement? Is it going to be stealth? We know that the contenders are mostly those two. But yes, it's going to be very interesting to see how these work. And also it's going to be very interesting to see next week when the Eye of Thorns won't be forced, and it is going to be, the options are going to be actually randomly generated. So we're going to see what kind of combos that we might have next week. In terms of TDM maps, well, we've got the new library, a map that is going to be available. Again, this one has been forced onto the options so we can have a chance of playing it, but here you go. Here we have all the other options. Divine Disco is there. I know that a lot of people like Divine Disco because Divine Disco has been chosen pretty much all the time, every time that it's been there. So are we going to see return? Are we going to actually go see the railway station? Are we going to see the Old Town Square and the Rooftop Restaurant? Rooftop Restaurant has been getting a lot of activity. It has been a very interesting map to play, a very, very frantic action that's been happening there. Old Town Square, it's been a while since we've been playing it. Okay, and in terms of legendary weapons, the dual pistols have been the choice that's been forced on the voting options, but in terms of the rest, it's pretty much everyone's choice, what people will want to use. Personally, I've chosen the option with the Revo because I want to see it like finally being used. But there's some people that might disagree and choose the option with the Tommy gun and assault rifle and sniper rifle. This seems to be probably the most preferred combo that we have there. In terms of, like, you know, people wanting to kill other people, these are probably the most I would say effective weapon combo that is out there. If people want something a little bit different, probably would like to try the first option. I know I'm probably going to be in the minority, but still, it's worth a shot to at least talk about it. So yes, voting options close on Sunday evening, at least in Eastern time. So make sure you've got your votes in. If you're currently watching me and you're at your computer and you can fire up your game on your console, go make sure that all your votes are actually locked in. It can happen anyways, that you might have locked in some of the ones, and the other ones you might want to think about it. You haven't locked all three of them there, and yeah, just have a look. But yes, all of these forced options, the Eye of Thorns, the library map, the dual pistols, that is because on Monday the 24th, we are getting the new automatic update that we've discussed last week. I'm not going to go into details. If you want to know the details of what's going to be a part of that, please go look into my last news recap of last week. And you'll have all the details about that. I don't want to necessarily go through all of them because we already know. We've already been through this. In terms of the Twitch drops, well, the Twitch drop of the week is the Unholy Smokes. Oh, mic arm is in the way. It's interesting. The Unholy Smokes mask, legendary mask, which goes, yes, very well with a lot of Nosferatu outfits. So this is the one that is available for the week. I want to remind everyone that's starting this week, at least this Friday, until the beginning of September. All Twitch drops are available from all streamers. There's no top 100 lists that are being made, probably because vacations of the community managers of Bloodhunt or whoever. I don't know the reason. They just decided everyone can get those on their streams as long as they have drops activated. And as a reminder, this is the last week for you, if you don't already have them, to collect the Sakura Spectre mask, Scarlet Centipede tattoo, and Kill Time male only outfit on your account or accounts if you have multiple. You have, for each of those items, you need to watch 1 hour of view time in order to be able to claim them in your Twitch inventory. Make sure that everything is linked correctly in your account, in your Bloodhunt account, to make sure that you get the rewards before you're claiming them. So that is what we have currently. So we have gone through, last week was Angle of Attack. This week is Unholy Smokes mask. Next week is going to be the white recolor of the Plague Doctor mask that we had last time. So the White Death mask, that is going to be happening next week. Now, these, like I said, these have been the persistent drops for the month of July. And next Friday we will have the persistent drops for the month of August. We will get the awesome glasses, eye patch, which is considered a mask, and the male only outfit that we have here. All of those are going to be available for the entire month of August. In terms of free things, giveaways, and contests, I'm gonna start, of course, with, you know, my own, the Kindred Challenges. So, Kindred Challenges, the Vampire Hunter, the crossbow only challenge for solo. The winners have been chosen, and it is Goldilocks and Istinto who won. They won themselves a bundle of Fuchsia Finish and a Techno Demon mask. Some people have asked, like, wait a second, why Istinto? I mean, it's at random from all the people that qualify. I randomly choose winners and they get those. I asked Istinto, of course, like Istinto has already all the codes. He assured me that he would be giving them out to either someone that's been pestering him for codes, or he was going to give those codes out on his stream. It can happen to you. You can still enter and give those away if ever you feel like it. You can give those away to your friends if you're a streamer. Hey, that's another way of getting some codes on your stream. Get some people's attention. Make a little giveaway if ever you want to, if you're a streamer. So yeah. In terms of analysis or a little feedback from it, this seems to have been like the hardest challenge that has ever been there. Luckily, this week's challenge for trios should have been quite easy, and the next one should be as well. I have to add honorable mentions to Istinto, who submitted a 25 kill match. Again, remember, it is solo, okay? In solo mode with a crossbow only. 25 kill match. Motion Gaming, who gave me a 17 kill match. Actually, technically, he gave me 2 17 kill matches and one with 15 kills. And Nevi submitted a 13 kill match. So, yeah, these guys are really good at the game. Gotta mention. Yeah, I've mentioned like the people that have been people that have been like contacting me saying that maybe the challenge was too hard. It was so hard just to get the first step of actually winning with a crossbow only. Just that. It wasn't even about the kills. I got a lot of feedback from that one. And yeah, it's been finally brought to my attention that the entry language isn't clear in my rules, especially in the solo TDM format, so I will add clarity to future forums. But especially for solo and TDM formats, because for duos and trios, when I say entries, people understand what I mean because they have multiple matches that they can fill in, and that's what they do. And in terms of stats, 12 submissions were sent, 5 people qualified from those 12 submissions. The others weren't even solo matches or crossbow matches, so I don't know why people were entering all of that. And there were so basically after all of this was calculated and tabulated together, 11 entries were there in total for the giveaway. So congratulations to Goldilocks and Instinto for winning this challenge. Also earlier today, just a few hours ago, the Kindred Challenge Machine Gun Killers has ended. That's the one where you had to play with to play trios, get wins with your entire team only having machine guns. That was the LMG, Silence SMG, and Dual SMGs. And yeah, the entries are closed. I'm going to be going through. There are very few people that have submitted their data, and I will be announcing the winners later. Make sure that you've got, if you're a person that is currently watching, make sure you've got your Discord DMs open, or at least keep your eye on your Discord so I can give you your prizes. I can already say about this one, I've got a lot of complaints that this one was supposedly too hard. I thought that this one seemed fairly easy, but some people have been telling me that it's been hard. So I'm just like, the only answer I can say is like, this is meant to be a challenge. It's not supposed to be really super easy, but I thought I made it easier. I don't know exactly what else I can do to that. There seems to have like across all of the challenges that I've put so far, trios seem to be the game mode, or the challenges where have game modes where people seem to be not willing to do the challenges, where I thought that probably the people that are really good at the game would have taken up that challenge, you know, something to do, a little something to work on. I know that some people have been very, very like happy to have something to work on, even though they haven't submitted anything because they weren't able to be successful. They still worked on it and tried to do it and were unable to do it, fortunately. Can you shout out Chewy Vuitton? I mean, yes. Chewy Vuitton has been trying to get some people together to get this challenge completed. Unfortunately, was not able to get it at the not able to get it in time, but definitely gave it a try. But Way of Kanji, that she's not the only one that has done that as well. So asking for a shout out is kind of a little weird. But I did see that she tried to motivate the troops to get something happening, which I appreciate. I really appreciate. But yes, I will have to think about exactly what I'm doing with trios in the future. All options are on the table right now. Either I make the trios challenges really, really, really easy to the point where I don't even put a restriction on them and make them just win trios matches, or I abandon completely the idea of trios challenges and I replace with another one of the game modes instead. So I will look at this. I will confer with other people, with other wise people, to see exactly what I'm supposed to do with this, because I really thought that this was supposed to be, I really thought that this one was going to be easier than the other ones. Could also be the summer slump, because July is a very slow month, typically. So maybe there's not going to be a lot of participation any which way, whatever I put out. That's another possibilities. Oh, I forgot to fill in. So while this one is over, it means that we have a new challenge that started again earlier today for the week. And this one is, I call it Duels. So for this one, the objective is to win a duos match with every member using only dual weapons. And you can get a bundle. I choose 2 teams at the end of all this from all the people that entered and qualified. I choose at random 2 teams, and I give to each person in the team a Fuchsia Finish code and a Techno Demon Mask code. All the rules and entry are in the form here. There is a link. It's also posted on the community events tab in the Bloodhunt Discord. If you're part of the SBS, it is also posted there on that Discord if you don't have access to the Bloodhunt Discord. And yes, you've got the instructions here. So only dual weapons is defined as you can use dual pistols, dual crossbows, dual SMGs, dual shotguns, and even dual daggers. Yes, I even added the melee option to use dual daggers. However, you cannot use any other melee weapons than the dual daggers, and that includes fists. I know that some people are going like, why didn't you add the Scourge blades? Technically, there are 2 blades. I'm just like, no, the whole fun of it is because they've got dual in the name of the weapons, and that's what I'm sticking to this time. So there you go. That is the challenge of the week. The objective is to have fun mostly while doing this. It's to put a little twist on the game, except for the part where you're just like, okay, well, try to win. Yes, but try to win is fun, but only at some point. Sometimes you gotta, spice it up a little bit. That was the whole point of the Kindred Challenges, and also to make sure that we are putting out some codes out there. Now, I understand that now at this point, there's a lot of people that are giving codes as reasons to motivate people to do things or to attract people towards some activities, and that's fine. That's perfect. That was my objective as well, to get those things out. So right now, this is for the competitive side of things. Now, we suddenly are starting to have many more community incentives that are coming out that don't necessarily have to do with performance in game, which is the thing that I was asking of the community for a while, and now it's slowly starting to happen, and I'm pretty glad about that. So one of those incentives, you already know this one. The Meriden's community quest Aerosol Prophecy is still ongoing. Again, this is a quest that Meriden put together, and when you finish this 6-step quest, you can win. If you manage to do it perfectly, like at 100%, you manage to ace it, you get this rare icon and banner, which has been unreleased before this. And you don't necessarily need to know, again, I'm going to repeat this, you don't need to know anything about the lore if you want to participate in this community quest. All you need to have is basically like read the instructions here. In the following tweet, we've got here the form that you have to fill in, and at least to follow the quest. And all you need Bloodhunt, and you need this form just to read the instructions on where you're supposed to find the pictures. The idea is it gives you some clues to so you can give back a screenshot of a street art that you're supposed to find. This is entirely based on street art, so things that you're gonna find on the walls in the game, everywhere, like on the rooftops even. It's all over the place. Sometimes it's very unique art that you're gonna find. Sometimes there are some quests that he sends you on that have multiple answers, and all of them are valid. He has been distributing the codes to the people who have completed it. There you go. As I mentioned previously, I've now started distributing codes for the Bloodhunt Community Quest to those who answered correctly. If you haven't finished or even haven't started yet, fear not. There are still 19 codes left to be claimed. Now, this was last Saturday. I know that some people, after learning of these news, started going like, okay, let's take this seriously. Maybe I can have a crack at it. And some have this week. I haven't had an update from Meriden since then. But he hasn't announced that all the codes have been claimed yet, so you still have your chance to go at it. Also, if you are a person that is interested or has some knowledge about the lore of Bloodhunt and Vampire the Masquerade in general, there is also a bonus quest for you that is inside the documentation that he features, like in the rules. If you know a little bit more about Vampire the Masquerade, Meriden in his quest has sprinkled some references and Easter eggs about other things, about other characters and other stories surrounding VTM, and also some things about Bloodhunt in general. If you manage to collect the most of those references together, the person that manages to get the most of them will get a Techno Demon mask and a Vapor Trail outfit code. So there is, while we have the hand as an option in the game, it's a very good tool that you can use to scout the map without being too disturbed while you discover this, and you can get the cool rare icon and banner. And this one specifically, so far as I've been told, this is going to be the only time that this one's going to be distributed. Meriden said that he was thinking about continuing this kind of quest event maybe later after this one. This seems to have been going on a little bit further than he had expected, and also that I had expected. So it's fun to see that some people are racking their brains a little bit about this quest. Okay. And also there's been some things here that Meriden wanted to add that was on the Discord. All correct responses should have an email with their code. I'm currently notifying the ones who didn't get it all right for the chance to redo their incorrect answers as well. I had some extra codes, so this will not affect the core first 25 correct answers prizes. So what he's saying by this is that there's some people that have submitted but did not get 100%. Meriden has not communicated to any of the people to let them know, like, okay, you didn't get 100%, please send another time, because he's just been, okay, you give it your one shot to see if you can get it. Now, because this has been taking a long while, now he's been giving the codes to people. The people that submitted readily can have another chance at having a crack at it once more. But again, since then, there still hasn't been like the official announcement of I have 25 answers, so there's still time, everyone. Also added, and this was last Saturday. As a side note, I've had no submissions for the bonus reward yet. Either nobody wants the Techno Demon Mask or Vapor Trail outfit anymore, or I made that part too intimidating. So there's people that are interested in the lore. Basically, right now, the bar is so low that you just say, like, hey, this game's in Bloodhunt, and immediately you're at the top of the list. So, anyways, that's enough for this part. Okay, actual new stuff. There is a Bloodhunt community fan art contest that is presented. It's not written here, but it's presented by csupermango, the Hatch Cult leader. That's an in-game. That's a community joke, by the way. Yes. Do you like to draw and need a Techno Demon mask or fuchsia finish makeup for Bloodhunt? Enter the Bloodhunt community fan art contest. 3 winners will be chosen by the judges on August 31st, and they'll have their choice of the 2. See tweet below for details. So. Yes, there is a forum. There are instructions. There's a lot of instructions, a lot of text to read. But basically, yeah, there is a theme this time. This time it's coterie. That is the theme for that one. And yeah, it seems that the idea is to have multiple of those fan art contests to happen in the future. I know that fan art contest has been something that people have been talking about for over a year. And there were discussions with some of the devs about having, or at least the community managers, to get that happening. And it kept being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. And finally, it's actually there. So, yeah, if that's what I meant by something that is not necessarily related to game performance. There we go, fan art. You can have a crack at it. Instructions are there in the forum. It's a lot to read. Also, Louis Vuitton has organized a community event called Play Together, Win Together. And there you go. You can win a Techno Demon Mask code by playing Bloodhunt with a friend that is new to Bloodhunt. There is, of course, there's art here, but there is a form that you can go into to read the instructions. The idea behind this is basically, if I can summarize it, it's the top 3 duos that has a new player playing the most matches, regardless of game mode. And it has at least 2 archetypes level to 25 within the time period that we have here. All those 3 duos will win a Techno Demon Mask code. It's a form of recruit a friend, referral code and all that type of stuff that usually other games have, that I would imagine that maybe in the future, if development had continued for Bloodhunt, maybe that would have been an idea that the devs would have integrated inside the game. But right now we have it this way. The sign-up form, as Louis Vuitton has told me, you need to not just my idea originally was to say okay, I'm doing all of this, I'm filling out all the details, and then at some point when I've got my new friend that has 2 archetypes at level 25, then I submit the info. Louis Vuitton told me, no, you have to sign up first. So if you're planning to do that with a new friend or friend that is new to Bloodhunt, go sign up with that friend, go fill out that form first before you start, and then because Chewy is looking forward to people signing up to participate into this. So yeah, everyone give it a shot. Go look into this. Again, the another thing that is on the horizon, I've already talked about this. The Sangli Bloodhunt Society is organizing the competitive trios tournament on August 26th. Time to be determined. Again, this is meant to be for competitive players only. So compared to the other efforts that we've done in the past, where it's just been fun events or kind of just kill races just for fun, this is going to be a competitive environment. You will get as prizes these unreleased skins of the Techno Demon Mask, including the white one that has been featured on so many teasers and videos and screenshots before. Now we finally have access to it, but it is going to be one thing that is absolutely going to been set in stone is that these masks will be for competitive events like this one and the next ones coming in the future. These are going to be the basically the carrot on the stick to participate in the competitive events. Also, there will be some cash prizes and token prizes. Now, if you remember, in September, the option to buy in-game tokens with real-life currency will be removed. So, and we'll get instead an in-game way to get tokens, probably do an activity or daily challenge or weekly challenge or something like that. We don't know exactly the details of this, but just think about that tokens are going to be the mode of currency in the future in the game. So these are starting to get a little bit more valuable and prized as September is coming very soon in the future. I know there's also some banners of bronze, silver, and gold that have also been teased. But again, the attribution of all of this has not, like the details of all of this has not been set in stone, which is why if you scroll down here, you have a survey. If you have a survey here. So the survey is basically asking you if you want to be a part of this event and you're a competitive player. We want some information from you. What are your expectations? What would you like to see? What would you like to see in game? What would be the game rules that you would like to see? And yeah, this is basically all to get to gather some information from the players that will want to compete so that the Bloodhunt managers, the people at Bloodhunt can prepare the private server in function of those needs. And also it gives an idea to the organizers what exactly the format of the tournament is going to be. They're going to put the rules together and have a proper sign up for everyone that wants to participate. That's going to be coming in the future, but first people need to fill out that survey. Now, there has been an addition to all of this that has been mentioned this week. This has been added. Due to this tournament taking place on the private Bloodhunt private server, only PC players will be able to compete. PS5 accounts are not compatible / able to access these servers. Now, let me explain this thing. The way to access the private servers is through Steam. You have to do, in order to get in there are a series of instructions that you need to do in order to make your game load into, not into the normal regular servers, but onto the private server. You have to program a few things, and the only way to do it is through Steam, because this option to program is not made for PS5. As a reminder to people, the addition of PlayStation to the game has been a very late addition. So there's a lot of things that people are asking, why has this been made for PC only and not for PlayStation? I could say, without necessarily knowing all the details, that there's a lot of PlayStation things that have not been, the developers probably did not have time to develop to make everything fair on the PC and PS5 time, when, like, in time for the game to be launched or to develop all of this. Controller players will tell you that there's been a lot of issues about the controller settings for PlayStation ever since the game launched, and it's been gradually getting better with time. But that's been a part of the whole thing of, like, adding PlayStation to the game. At least that's my hypothesis. So I am pretty sure that the people that are organizing this in the SBS are taking this kind of feedback to heart, and maybe are going to consider in the future for other competitive tournaments, in order to make it, probably, I would suggest, like, in order to make it fair for everyone, that maybe there's going to be events that are going to take place on public servers that are going to be maybe PS5 only or something like that to kind of compensate, or events that are going to be PC and PS5, so that would mean not going to the private servers. There's going to be a whole discussion that will come out of this. I would bet real money that there's going to be a lot to be discussed about this, but this apparently was not something that was thought of when all of this was put together and organized. So, PlayStation players, I'm sorry, but this seems to be this like there is a reasonable reason for all of this, for this being that way. And I hope that in the future, like, there's gonna be, like, a solution that satisfies at least the most people in the future. Anyways, that's all been said. I think I've mentioned all of this. So yes, if you're a competitive player, go fill that out to give the information for the to the organizers. In terms of updates, give us another way to try to get those masks for PS5. Yes, I would write in Discords and a request for this, so people know. Yeah. So in terms of Bloodhunt lore, we've been getting hints that Bloodhunt lore was going to be sent to us at some point in the latest newsletter. It was discussed that some things were going to be happening on social media. So this was posted on the Bloodhunt Twitter as well as the Bloodhunt Instagram. A little bit of story. It's a 2-minute, 12-second video talking about our former Prince Markus. Some things about him that were not able, like, again, it's all things that they were not able to add to the game because they had to stop. But there's still a lot of questions about the game. There's still a lot of questions about the lore, about things that happened that we did not have an answer for, or questions from the community in general. So they are going to be putting those little lore tidbits more and more out there. Personally, I'm very happy about that because this one answers a question that I've been having for the longest time, which is, who is the possible traitor for the entire situation that is happening in Bloodhunt? We know there is a traitor, and now there is a little bit more discussions about our former prince and his fate. Because we know he's dead, right? I mean, he's dead, right? Wait a second. Anyways, go have a look at this. I find this very interesting. But again, it's maybe if you're interested just in the lore. Another thing that has been posted on the Discord, just gonna link it here. Tobias, please add the bubblegum hair color back to the store. Tobias answers, we'll see what's coming. Cheeky, 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 cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. So yes, if you have some items that you are wondering are going to come back to the store, or you would like to see some items come back to the store or be made available, go ask in the Discord. Don't necessarily do like Reverence said here and tag Tobias. That is not necessarily good etiquette to do that. But you could say, here's some items that I would like to see back in the store, or that I would like to be able to see to have in the game, and then you make a list of them. And like the community managers are still paying attention to everything that is going on in the Discord, everything that is going on social media, in Steam, and all of this. And again, 808 God, that would be the kind of feedback that I would put in the Bloodhunt chat to see the ranked mask come back. There are some people that are very much against getting the ranked mask back. There's some people that are very much for bringing the original first 3 ranks of rewards of the original first season of Ranked to be back. I don't know, maybe a discussion can happen, and not the developers, but the community managers will see this, and maybe we'll decide, wait a second, people really want this. Let's find a way, or let's find a time and place where we can add those things back to the game. Maybe there's going to be different difficult ways, or maybe there's going to be a few hoops to jump to get those rewards. We never know. But it depends, and maybe we can have like cheeky answers like this one, which is pretty much saying like bubblegum here is gonna come back to the store. I have asked Angry Vampirus, aka Bloodhunt Fashion, if all the daily rewards that we had back when we had a daily rotation in the store of different items, if all those items that were in the daily store that were part of that rotation, were they all added back inside the game? So I know that she's maybe going to take a look at that, because she used to make detailed lists of and keep people informed of all the rotations of all the items that were there. So maybe at some point she's gonna have like a quick look at it and see if there's some items that are still missing. Maybe, maybe there's some things that maybe we can just mention to the community managers, hey, what happened to this, and that? Would people be interested in seeing those things come back? And they might go like, I don't know for this one or that one, but this one seems to be very popular, so, and then we can know that these are coming back. Okay. Yes, or something like that. 808. I agree. Like if you get like 5,000 total kills, banner or something sweaty or something like that, that could be another option. But I haven't seen a lot of people discuss this apart from me, basically. Kanji, thank you. And keep in mind, right now we don't have a lot of things on the Discord. Not a lot of news coming from the community team because a lot of them have started to take their summer vacations. So there's not really a lot of that's happening in that front. Like I said earlier, July is usually a very slow month. So, you know, we do what we can, which is great because it means that right now, all the things that are guiding us right now are community things. That's great. Now, one little last detail that I want to point out, because a bunch of people have been saying over the last few months about the involvement of developers, about how developers have not been playing the game, especially since Combat Glue, aka Samir, has left Shark Mob to pursue another career at Lurkit. There hasn't been really any developer or person that works at Shark Mob or on Bloodhunt that has been streaming the game. So there's been a lot of people that have been asking, like, why aren't people playing, like, that worked on this? Why haven't they been showcasing the game? And then after that, it was then it was the ambassadors, or the former ambassador program. The ambassadors weren't streaming the game anymore, and then after that it was like all the big influencers, and one of those people that people were bringing back once in a while as a sort of like, you know, this is a sign that things are not going well. Outstar, if you don't know, is the community manager of the World of Darkness Discord. World of Darkness, if you don't know, is like the umbrella under which Vampire the Masquerade exists, as well as, you know, the other werewolf and mage and hunter kind of IPs work underneath. Outstar is a person that also does the news of World of Darkness, usually on stream, and you can find it also on YouTube of World of Darkness. So as a face of the company and a person that kept saying like, hey, play Bloodhunt, I really like Bloodhunt, and people were noticing that, hey, we're not seeing Outstar, she's not doing any streams, she's not, we're taking this as a sign that Outstar not playing the game means that World of Darkness, therefore, does not have faith in Bloodhunt anymore. They're leaving this IP, or they're leaving this idea and this game to die, and it's to dust. And she's only saying news about Bloodhunt because, and really hyping Bloodhunt only because she's the face of the news. So therefore, she has to, in a very ironic, sarcastic kind of way of seeing things. Not ironic, but a sarcastic way of seeing things. However, there you go. You've got Outstar that made a statement this week. So some people are apparently going online saying that even Outstar doesn't stream Bloodhunt anymore. She hates it. Folks, I don't stream anything on my personal channel nor upload things on my YouTube anymore. You can find me in the game regularly though. And there you go. You've got a screenshot. Can we see it? Her playtime is close to 400 hours. She has been playing the game. You can see me playing sometimes on Seattle by Night Discord or Alex Ward's Twitch. Alex Ward, if you don't know, you should know, he's been one of the actors in the YouTube novella or stream novella, LA by Night and New York by Night, and yes, on top of being a wonderful actor, has also been like doing a lot of Twitch streaming. Yes, I'm Jin. But I just don't do anything on these channels these days for a variety of reasons, including time and severe online anxiety I developed and I'm treating because of stuff like this. This game is my favorite BR ever, and I played many, not saying it nor playing it because work tells me to, but hell, if I have to play something for 400 hours for obligation alone, I better be paid as QA, which is good point. Now play Bloodhunt for clear skin and find me in game instead of all this. So, I hope that has convinced some people that were also coming at me saying telling me these reasons as a proof that World of Darkness doesn't like Bloodhunt anymore, that Outstar doesn't like Bloodhunt. There you go. Clarification. Boom. There you go. You can't stop with this argument anymore, and we can actually talk about the real things. Finally. So I'd say, like, thank you, Outstar, for actually clarifying this. Because it's, again, one of those BS excuses that some people put out there as reasons why game is bad. And you should feel bad for liking the game. And blah, 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 blah. So, what does this leave us with? Well, it leaves us already with what we can expect now for this week. So, make sure that you go vote for your community votes in the game before Sunday evening, at least like Eastern time. It's Sunday evening. We've got on Monday the 24th, we have the automatic update. Again, it means like store update. It means we get the library TDM map. It means we get the golden dual pistols. We get the grenade launcher that is added there. Sorry, and we have the Eye of Thorns artifact that is going to be added to the game, and we're gonna see how that thing works. Yes, and of course store updates, and we're gonna keep an eye on maybe some items that maybe have not been a part of the announcement that have sneaked their way in. So we're gonna keep an eye on that on Twitter for Angry Vampires to point those things out. Apart from that, we have Meriden's Quest event. We got Kindred Challenge. We got the fan art contest. We got the recruitment effort. We got the competitive event voting. More and more and more community stuff that's happening, and it makes me very, very happy. If you want to help out with some events or some community-based incentives, I would encourage you to join the Sanguine Bloodhunt Society, SBS, Discord. There are a lot of ideas that are being discussed, a lot of ideas that have been listed for different events, incentive, and all of this. Right now, the major holdup on a lot of those projects is they need people to pick up those ideas and to actually run with them because of schedule, because of time investment, because there's some people that are more ideas people than they are action people. You know, they rather think of different ideas, and then it's a different thing of actually taking the idea and going like, okay, I need to plan some things, I need to organize some stuff, I need social media, I need the codes for this, I need whatever. If you're good at that, or if you want to say like, hey, if anyone wants to jump with this, I want to help, I just don't want a helmet, go in there, raise your hands, signal your interests. Yeah, just make sure I'm loving that we have more community stuff that is happening. I hope that's going to be serving as good incentives for people to participate in different sorts of incentives that we have there. I would like to see some events happen. Personally, I would like to see some more events happen that has to do with a game. Doesn't necessarily have to do with streamers, but it can be if you're streaming. All of that sort of stuff. Because remember that from now on, the game is in our hands. The community is the key. Community is the way forward. This game still has potential. It only dies if we let it die. So help out, have fun, play the game. Don't burn yourself out on the game, though. There's still other games that exist. You know, it's normal. But still, play regularly, log into the game regularly. We seem to have kind of plateaued right now in the terms of like how many concurrent players come back in the game. Of course, during this month, it's gonna drop. The numbers are gonna drop a little. Gonna start picking back a little bit in August because vacations and all of this, and summer, and we like to be outside. It's good to touch grass once in a while. I've been told. I don't do that myself. That's a lie. I did it this week. But I had a margarita in my hand. So, yeah, if you pick up on some other details or other things, or if you know of some people like doing giveaways or preparing events or all that sort of stuff, make sure that you send me a DM. All my DMs are open on all the platforms everywhere, so make sure that you let me know so I can feature all of this right here in my news recap. And also, yes, if you can, if you're interested, please give me a follow on Twitch if you're not already. Channel keeps continue to grow. I appreciate everyone for joining up. Remember that when I stream Bloodhunt, you always get the special drops. I do code giveaways. I always have the Purple Pain PC only Intel codes that I give out regularly on my Bloodhunt streams. So that's another way that you can follow me and help me out. I've been doing a little bit of promotional stuff for other games and other incentives and other stuff that are not necessarily Bloodhunt related, so I can get a little bit of like pocket change that's gonna help me out to pay a few things, like improvements to improvements to my stream and everything, including this lovely mic arm. And the stream deck that is currently in front of me, but I have not yet programmed, so I don't know exactly how to, because it's very complicated to set up. Anyways, that is it for us here, people on Twitch. Please stick around. I'm gonna answer a lot of the questions that you put there. I just didn't want to put that in part of the news. So stick in there. I'll also be giving away a Purple Pain combo code for PC players after the recording. So stick in there. If you are online on YouTube watching this, yeah, on stream after the end of every stream, I open it up. I open a giveaway for a Purple Pain code. And also, if you're on YouTube, all the links to everything that I've linked out today are all in the description. Also join my Discord if you want to have like all of the other stuff in my Discord. I also add, like, I let you know if there's some giveaways that not necessarily are related or are not related to Bloodhunt. I have a giveaways channel where I just post everything that people might find interesting, so you can join up in those giveaways and all that sort of stuff. Anyways, that is it for me. Be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.